Good evening, everybody. It is Monday, March 28th, 2022. What is going on? Hi, chat. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a good start to your week so far. We're here to play Divinity Original Sin 2, solo honor mode. No reloads. We have our no equipment Lone Wolf Wizard. Last night we went from level 10 to level 14 in Act 2. We're still in Act 2, but we're gonna hit the continue button and see how far we do tonight, or how far we get tonight. Had one close call last night when I forgot to go invisible, but thankfully I didn't get punished for it. So we'll try to continue to play solidly. I mean, otherwise we were playing pretty well. But the fights are getting more challenging as we progress, as we get closer to our big power spike at level 16. So yeah, once the game loads in, we'll do a overview of where our character's at, and then get going. At God, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, Sebille is still alive. Here come some quest rewards from the game. Yep, sure. Yep. A potion of strong will, I'll take that. That's nice. Okay. Right, so we're level 14, as mentioned. Currently maxed out on wits, so we can't allocate any more points into wits. And we're almost maxed out on intelligence, so woohoo. What's going on, Omna? Yeah, that's right, we're back. And with 28 memory. So our initiative is pretty good. Our crit chance is quite solid as well. We have 8 points in Polymorph, 2 points each in Arrow, Huntsman, Pyro, and Scoundrel for all kinds of different spells, and then we're starting to put lots of points into Geomancer. By the time we get to level 16, we'll be maxed out in Geomancer. Omnam asks, what time is it here? It is just past 11 p.m. my time, so 1 hour till midnight. We're spec'd for Persuasion at the moment, and then for talents we've got Lone Wolf and Savage Sortilege and Torturer and 5-star Diner. So that's what we're working with. And now, I believe it is time to go and do some spellcasting and stuff.
Buying or selling?
9 hours behind you? Yeah. The Europeans. I stream at a very good time for Europeans that are waking up, and not a good time for myself or any Americans. What's up, Halberd? How's it going? There we go. Ba-da-dum.
See you well.
Europeans are at work? Well, that's exactly my target audience. See, what you didn't realize is that I'm specifically trying to distract everybody from getting work done.
Until later, then.
Is it working? Figure out what makes sense for me to go and attack. It's working? Alright, good. Good to see everybody. Thanks for sounding off, guys. Brewmaster. Mad Mac, what's going on? Sentinel, hello, hello. Max, what's going on? Hi, hi. Thanks for the lurk, Omnum. Okay. Don't know what I have and haven't done. Let's go to Stone Garden. Let's do a quote warm-up fight. This is actually a pretty challenging one for us with no equipment, but should be doable. Be relatively straightforward to do this fight.
Here rests.
Just got to be a little bit careful because invisibility does not last in Stone Garden because it's raining. Mad Mac asks, is it necessary to do Hanag Reborn for reaching level 17 in Act 2? No, not even remotely. Case in point, I've never done it, and we hit level 17 almost every single time we play. If we're lucky to get that far. It's much easier to do if you have the Scholar tag.
Here rests the lizard hit suddenly. The
Godwoken! You must fall.
let your
The covenant shall be fulfilled.
They're gonna fulfill a covenant on me. Yikes. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I just want to do this exact same thing again. Yeah, that worked. Trying to see if there's a spot that hits all four of them at the same time. And sure enough, there is. What earth skill was that, asks Bunny Knight. Well, that is the source ability called Dust Blast. It's if you mix a source skill book of Huntsman or Geomancer with a non-source skill book of the opposite. Great area ability. Hits multiple targets if they're standing close enough to each other. Yeah, the Geomancer spells are quite strong, but then there's a couple hidden that hidden in there that are sneakily very, very powerful. This is one of them. That was a good warm-up fight for us there. Be something for me to dig up around here. There it is. We'll get a little bit of experience for having the scholar tag here.
A man.
If you're looking for heat,
The man chomped.
I came.
He gestures with.
Just
There we go. Let me in. Actually, hang on. I don't have living on the edge. I need to be a little bit careful here. Because without it... Give me 1 second.
Glad to see you well.
Have we sold any raw lumpy giblets to anybody? If not... It would be nice to have, because then I could make a living on the edge scroll so that
Until later then.
so that we could cast it on Natalie. Let me go back to the Lady Vengeance and maybe we sold one to Tarquin. Max asks, have you ever done a tank run? I have tried to do a tank run and haven't really gotten it off the ground from Act
home among the graves.
1. I tend to find that enemies do way too much damage, and it's very hard to out-tank the amount of incoming damage. How far have you made it? It seems like you're giving it a little bit more of a solid try than maybe I did. So tell me what you found. We haven't sold any to him either. We may have to go searching the world for some.
I'll be glad when we leave Reaper's Coast behind. There's too many of my former comrades.
Keep distant. My own demons haunt me too closely. I cannot also bear the burden.
So what's going on right now is I don't have Necromancer, and without Necromancer, I can't learn Living on the Edge so that I could cast it myself. So I'm trying to find a scroll, or I'm trying to craft a scroll. There might be what I'm looking for over here. Geo and Hydro, Sword and Shield with Retribution. Yeah. So that's what I tried to do as well. And it didn't really... Hey, I knew it. I knew I could find them. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and combine that with this and this. And that gives us a Living on the Edge scroll, which I can use on Natalie when we start attacking her. Because I don't want to accidentally crit a spell on her and kill her. That would be counterproductive to what we're trying to do here.
Across the cell,
She senses us. You're right. All right.
another gurgle, sharper, angrier. Then the sound of rapid footfalls rushing towards you.
Okay, here we go. What's going on, Art of Shred? Good to see you. let's check the resistances on these guys. No fire resistances here, and no fire resists here as well. Okay, so I need to eliminate these two, in particular this one, because if I don't, in particular, Natalie's Despair will cast Global Cooling. All right, so we eliminated it. And I cannot have them casting Global Cooling. Absolutely cannot happen. That's not what I said, Mouse. Young Bloop asks what the ability is that I'm casting on traps to hit them. Usually I use Impalement, but I can use any skill really. I tend to use Impalement simply because it has the same radius as the traps. That just kind of helps. Fireball also has a similar radius, but Fireball can get blocked by line of sight. Impalement will... It's basically a guarantee to connect. Typically why I picked that one. Alright, let's check the resistances on these guys. I believe this one should have, yeah, strong fire resists there. And then this one, decent fire resist and decent earth resist as well, actually. Okay. So fire against this one, but not fire against this one could be really strong. All right. Yeah, these guys have powerful resists. Dust Blast may be the way to go. Just gotta be really careful not to eliminate Natalie, as always. Okay, that one's got 7 health left and is burning down. This one, on the other hand, still has a lot of health. I think this is a situation where I want to skin graft again. Good enough for me. Let's go ahead and retreat and go invis one more time. Rallying cry. Impressive. Alrighty. Don't see the notification for it. Oh. Okay, there it is. Budokin, thank you so much. You chose to use your monthly Twitch Prime on this channel, of all channels? I know I say it every time. It's still as shocking as ever. Thank you so much. For 3 months in a row, you get the little fireball icon next to your name now. That's pretty cool. Please enjoy your ad-free viewing and your tier 1 emotes. Hey, we added a new emote today. It's basically the sound effect "do it," but as an emote. So Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. There it is. Thanks, AtGod. Alright, this is the point where I'm going to cast Living on the Edge on Natalie. I want to make sure that I don't blow her up. Because if she dies, then we lose effect. Or we lose experience. And I don't want to lose experience. Perfect.
The young woman lies still on the floor.
Alright, let's do the
Her
operation.
breathing An uneven swan approach.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do
Those
what I
summons
can
of hers
about
broke
this.
your arm. You weren't even in the fight, bro.
The rest
How
is
dare you?
Swan kept something moves along her exposed lobe.
Dare
It's
you.
a maggot of some kind. The maggot is the woman's breathing has grown. You replace the woman's breathing.
She's alive.
Alright, we did the
I've never seen any. I'll tend to
operation
for a-
successfully. Go us.
Sorry. We failed you.
Oops. Wait, did I get the... Did I not get the full experience for that?
The spirit she
Wow, that
The
sucks.
shit. Some sort. Oh, I'm going to get back to my youth. All right.
Well, that's a shame. We did the operation successfully, so we got the XP for that, but then we accidentally... She was still burning thanks to the Torturer, and then she died. So that's a whoopsie. But it's fine. We'll be okay. Psych, it's not okay. I'll take the experience from your head, Swan. Alright. That works for me. Alright, let's prepare for battle again. What? They meant to pick up the pyramid. Okay, there we go. I don't want these guys eating my source. So I took a magic armor potion. Yeah, Dibby, I appreciate the suggestions. Of course, I'm always open and receptive to them, even if I don't actually do them. However, if you go to the videos section on this channel and you go to collections, you can find a pure run that we have completed. We did that sometime last year. It was a lot of fun. Oh. I'm sorry. You're talking about. Never mind. You're not talking about purity. You're talking about actually just one element, purity of element. Interesting. Yeah, that could work. But I'd probably just end up picking warfare and calling it a day. Although, no, I'd probably end up picking polymorph and calling it a day. You just pick polymorph and then play as an archer. You know what I mean? I'm nothing if not predictable. Did I swap the wrong thing? I thought I was swapping this civilian. Well, I guess I did that wrong. Oh well, whatever. Bomb him. At God Pyro, you wouldn't be able to play a pure Pyro. I don't see how that's possible. You'd just be stuck with going up against things that had resistances and then not being able to kill anything. At least I don't think it would be something that made sense. I mean, maybe it could work. It would have to be a physical damage dealer. I can't imagine any elemental damage would really cut it. Alrighty. That was a fun fight. Staff Mage, well, not really sent, because that used warfare abilities like crazy. And polymorph ones. Guess I should be saving these raw lumpy giblets. If I'm not planning on taking necromancy at any point, then it might make sense to hold on to one or two of these first scrolls. One type of damage? Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean. I understand. Yes, you're right about that for sure. Alright, those were some pretty good good opening fights there. We did miss out on some experience from the surgery fight, the surgery quest, but that's okay. Let's go to Blood Moon Island and work on finishing this up. If we do, we'll hit level 15 easily. Easily. Without swapping staffs, yeah, the run would not have been possible. It's true. It's true. Okay, what are these guys' resistances? Let's see. Not to mine. Okay, earth spells for that one. Earth spells for that one as well. Okay. Interesting.
Stand back, I know you. Allah, very well. Stand back. Not through this sword. Heed my.
Alrighty. Gonna wait for them to recast Shackles of Pain. We're gonna try and gather everybody up on top of one another, if we can here. Or at least as close as we can get them to one another. Because lining them up for one epic dust blast is kind of the objective here. Kind of. Not even kind of. It's very much the objective. The problem is they move around, which I don't appreciate very much from them, but it's fine. Be okay. I could prevent them from moving around. Interesting. I have to think. I may use some skin graft scrolls here. Put over here. Swap. Craft. Oh no, I totally appreciate Tibby. That's absolutely okay. Swap again. Hold in place so that they can't move. And then go invis. I think this will work. Although I am going to be a little bit paranoid and move away from them. I was expecting some horrific screams, and they didn't actually do it. A little bit surprising. I'm okay with it, of course. Absolutely okay with it. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's park one more on top of the pile. This dust blast is going to be quite strong. It's gonna hit on 5 targets, and it's gonna do damage to all 5 of them. And you can see their armor is all gone now. So we can really we can up the ante here. And with bleed fire. Detonate them all. This one's burning to death. These ones are closing in on burning to death. What might make the most sense right now? Because this one might heal. Or I could just throw another trap at them. Yeah, that worked. Okay, and then at this point, if I were to go invis... Oh, I still need to be super careful. That I don't get revealed here. I'm gonna use a skin graft scroll. I think I got a little bit ambitious there. I almost finished it. But then I didn't. This will actually allow me to finish it on this turn without any danger. Good. And what are your resistances like? 25, 30, 20. Oof. Thanks. And you have how much health left? 140? The fireball should still kill him. But let's play it a little bit differently. 1 AP for that. Very good. Lots of XP coming here from the Advocate.
As the lizard leans now,
And that is the sound of us leveling up.
This island hides more dangers than my claws. I recommend you go. But should I find you broken on the beach, I will shed no tears.
I don't know what that even means. Broken on the beach. Whatever, man.
It now.
Alright, we're gonna kill him next. That was a good fight. I'm happy that I used this skin graft scroll there. Okay. Start parking some corpses over here. We're gonna do some nether swapping. And it's really gonna be very, very funny. Because they don't seem to care if we nether swap them into the places where I'm trying to put them. Oh, right. We leveled up, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Maxed out it. And then I'll put a point into memory. Oh my goodness. Dibby Max, thanks so much for the Prime sub. That's really nice. You only get one of those a month, and you choose to use it here. That's very generous. I really appreciate it. Please enjoy the emotes and the ad previewing for the next month. First time subscriber. Great to have you here. Alright, continue to up Geomancer. We're almost ready for Pyroclastic next level. Almost. Yeah, next level I'm going to take a bunch of points into memory, and that's going to kind of settle it. At the moment, I don't even know if I want to allocate any spells into this spot. Alright, so how many of my opponents are... So there's 2 of them here, 1 of them here, 1 of them here, and 1 of them here. And there's 1 patrolling here. Okay. All right, let's go and get some source. Nikki Moo, thank you so much for using your Prime sub here as well. The notifications are being a little bit wonky today, so the Emperor might speak in a little... Yeah, there it is. Thank you so much for choosing to use that Prime sub here. Really appreciate it. Very generous. Please enjoy the emotes ad previewing.
You got some fight in ya.
We're gonna go buff up for the Advocate, but killing him and leveling up is gonna be a big deal.
Right, good to see you again. Just say the word, Governor. No, in return for it. Right, good to see. Just say the word, Governor. No, in much obliged. Right, good to just say the word. No, in much obliged.
Smoke. Smoke billows from
We're gonna miss having these in Act 3. If we ever get to Act 3,
smoke billows.
we are gonna miss them. seems like somebody has retribution. I think it's the advocate. Alright, so we've parked them all in one spot, and we're gonna hit them with a dust blast to open. Should be lots of fun. It was so fun, it actually killed one of them. Actually killed 2 of them, didn't it? Wait, 1, 2, nope, 3 of them. 3 of them died. Hooray, dust blast. That did a lot of damage. Especially when it critted on a couple of them. That's nice. Alright, I'm hitting them with a bleed fire here. This is just to tick them off, but also it serves another purpose. And that purpose is the advocate is going to kill a couple of them for me. In his attempts to lifesteal himself back to health, he might kill his friends. No, he killed himself. Yo, this dummy. This dummy just killed himself. There were all corpses in the area. The advocate killed the advocate. Look, he killed himself so hard, he did it like multiple times. That is amazing. Man, what an idiot. Oh, that's so good. That is really good. Anyway, the advocate's dead. So, hooray. Ah, he had a lot of stuff for me. I guess he just didn't do the math, you know? He just didn't do the math.
The tree
Lots and lots and lots of XP that we just got there. Very happy with the results here, and I am going to go and talk to the druid, finish up his quest, and then we will be done with Blood Moon Island after I return to Jehan. That's a real win for us. That was very funny. That was very funny what just happened there.
The druid. Yes, a drama. I know of ways to.
There we go. 20,000 experience. Thank you very much. Okay, it's a cloisterwood. Rolo, no, we haven't made it out of Act 2 yet. We had one wizard get to level 16, and that was as far as we've managed to do. Both of our necromancers, well, actually, a bunch of our necromancers haven't gotten out of. They haven't even made it to level 16. The necromancers.
How fares the hunt?
The advocate is dead. You killed him yourself. We're not gonna tell Jehan what actually happened. We're just gonna be like, yeah, I'm amazing. I killed the advocate.
He smiled.
You've done. I know, but you, nature, all he was the very food and that is all. He might see you now. Thank you, please.
Cool. Summon Inner Demon is a really cool spell. We're gonna probably make good use of that. Probably. When we get Apotheosis, we're gonna want to use that from time to time to raise our intelligence, which would raise our damage. Does Necro fall off? No. It doesn't. I just haven't played it correctly. The problem has been it's been user error, not build error. Necromancer's still extremely strong. Necromancer would be stronger than this if it were to get that far. I just don't switch builds in the middle of runs. Like I'm not gonna be switching over to Necromancy or anything. We're doing a magic damage run. We're continuing magic damage until it dies. You know what I mean?
Buying or selling?
Glad to see you well. Until later then.
How much damage does Restoration do right now? 184. This trap's greater than Necromancy. I mean, our spells are strong. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the wizard is bad. It really isn't. If I just make a bunch of restoration spells, we might be able to kill Alice. That would be fun. 5 resto spells.
Back for a return.
We need more than that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, no, we're in Driftwood. Mercifully. Mercifully, we are not dead.
Shame I had to leave the stone garden behind. I feel so at home among the graves.
I'll be glad when we leave Reaper's Coast behind. There's too many of my
GK Baines, if you could point me to some sort of equipment that would make us look cooler but also not provide armor, then I will happily wear it.
We remain vulnerable while it.
I unfortunately don't think
Have you
it
made
exists.
any progress with my request? Well, please.
Sebille, good to see you again. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I? Sure.
Keep distant. My own demons haunt me too close.
You take care now. Can't be too careful round here.
Happy travels, eh? What a crock.
Move along. Despite what they say, misery don't love company.
I'm getting ready to fight against Alice Elysian. That's so. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm actually gathering materials to fight against her.
He looks up from his map.
Which it may work and it may go horribly. I'm not sure which one it's going to be.
No sooner do I fix gear and the pallies here break it again. Them voidwoken can have heads of stone. Still,
we're gonna give it our
I'd
best
rather be
shot.
fixing stuff than be lying there dead.
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. That's the she'll want it. We're on your way. The tigers fly, the leopards lie, and you, oh, but...
Watch him fight. Watch him. See that? Right in the kisser. Doesn't.
Retribution 10. Oof. Resistances, heavy fire resists, terrible water resist, no earth resists. Interesting. Okay. But it really does look like physical damage is the way to go against her. Unless I can hit her with earth spells from distance, which we might be able to do. Obviously, I'm gonna go and prepare for war. Back to the Under Tavern. So we're gonna have initiative over her at least. Teleport her near Jahan. It is possible that we end up resorting to that strategy, Sent. I mean, we're gonna have initiative over her anyway, but we know that that has that has its drawbacks as well.
Take all the pleasure doing business with you, Governor.
AKA, she could end up killing
Say
us
the word, Governor. No problem. In return.
while Jehan dawdles about.
Right, good to see you again, Governor. Just say the word, No, in return. Right, good to just say the word, Governor. What do you? No problem. In return for.
Smoke billows from this. Smoke billows. Smoke billows from this strange.
Alright, we already have initiative over her. Now it's a matter of starting and finishing this fight. Ouch. What's going on, Null Pointer? Good to see you. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and consume a giant magic armor potion and a giant physical armor potion before we begin. Her retribution is massive, so gotta be careful with that. Ow. Could always just lead off with a... Yeah, this could be lots of fun. Alright, that did a lot of damage, but not exactly the amount that I was kind of hoping it would. Could just do this. Has anyone played this game on controller? Has anyone played this game on controller? Also, what's her... Oh, her resistances have changed. What happened here? Oh yeah, they changed a lot, didn't they? Interesting. Yeah, sort of like this. 'Cause this thing will attack her. I mean, if I could lower her earth resists even further, that would be fun, but I don't know if that's a thing that's happening. My other option, of course, is to just keep hitting her with restoration spells, because that doesn't do retribution damage to me. And it does hurt her quite a bit. And she is now taking a lot of damage, so that's good. I don't know, what if I just use all of my restoration spells on her? That seems to be working. Sure, why not? Oh. Not too bad. Would love to get in there and hit her with a flay skin, but I don't think that's really happening. We could also put her to sleep at the end of this cycle and then go invis with the Chanterelle. Probably a good idea. Oh, wait. Flay skin? Wait, what's the range on flay skin? Oh, I can hit her with it. Holy smokes. For some reason, I thought the range on flay skin was way smaller. Oh, that's terrific. Okay, now her resistances are terrible with a capital T. But I need to consume another armor potion before I start hitting her with spells. That's really good. Got her. Woo! That retribution damage to ourselves, though. Jeez. Still, 30,000 experience goes our way, and Alice is gone. Pretty happy with that result. Hard not to be. And since we're in the area and we're fighting against people that have massive retribution, let's go over and fight against this guy. Yeah, GK Paints. She's not easy. She's not easy at all. She's a real pain in the butt, actually. Okay, well, yeah, I understand that. There are other ways to cheese her out, of course, but... we chose to do that straightforward sort of path. Okay. This guy has massive initiative as well. Examine. But terrible fire resists. But his retribution is huge. Okay. So if I want to kill him, I need to be ready for war again. So let's go fill up on source. Really? Come on, dude. Can we fight, please? Thank you. Goodness. I'm actually concerned that I'm going to outdamage this. I'm gonna drink a fire resist potion. Yeah. That makes me feel a lot better, because we just did so much damage to him that I may have outdamaged my my armor. Which could have been bad. But we fixed it. No problem. we've got the consumables. I have to play safe. I have to. It's like can't just do things. You know, it would be a real shame to die without taking precautions in situations where I can take precautions. RP approved. Actually dead ferryman. True. No magic armor on any of these dummies, so I guess it's bleed fire o'clock. Okay. Very good. Thinking it's time we either head to the sawmill. If we head to the sawmill, we can potentially hit level 16 just by completing that. Yeah. Yeah, that might make the most sense. All right. It gives a lot of experience, the sawmill. So we're either going to be level 16 or we're going to be close to it. If we're able to get through.
I see the good in you.
Please, hurry. Anything you can find out.
I see the good in you. You may see the good in me, even injured.
I see you.
He sees me. Panic. Thanks for the hydrate, Omno. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I choked on water. Love it. Anyway. I mean, that makes sense. We're not spec'd for hydro, are we? Okay, anyway. Okay. Need to make it through this area.
Power is power.
Buzzboy, thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. There we go.
Power is power.
Ulia, thanks so much for the follow as well. Oh my goodness, Death's Gambit. Thanks so much for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Choosing to use that monthly Prime sub that you get on this channel, that's very generous. Really appreciate it. As a first-time subscriber, you get the little magic missile icon next to your name, so that's cool. And please enjoy the ad previewing and tier 1 emotes for the next month. Great to have you here. Fuzzboy, yeah, no, this game is fantastic. But everyone plays at their own speed, and I have a lot of experience, so a lot of hours in this thing. But hopefully it's at a pace that you can keep up with, and if you do have questions, please let me know.
And why should I not rip your jaw off your skull and
as he lists,
go and see the.
Okay, there's a little bit of experience we can get by persuading this guy to say this ghost's name.
The spirit, and there he passed the test. She turned. He draws it.
You're in, mice.
Suddenly,
Who are you?
he leans. He can. He eat you with a smile.
She'll be with.
The spirit. She turned.
Bye. Thanks for the 10,000 XP.
A strange. A ghost bit of as you bet that you.
Thanks for the 10,000 XP. Everyone just wants to give me 10,000 experience today. Yeah, that was the ghost log quest.
Well, hello there. What did you wait?
Oh no, we got the villain tag. Heaven forbid. Good news, we actually want the villain tag. It gives us experience later. I think so. I think they're usable for crafting or something, but I don't know what exactly
I feel it. The log.
It's supposed to be good for. But yeah, and there's like a bench saw and stuff. I think this is a crafting thing that you can do. Anyway. Alright, that was enough lollygagging in this area. Now it's time to start fighting people. Just gotta make sure that we don't run into anyone with heavy retribution, and by anyone with heavy retribution, I specifically mean this lady. Big fire resists, no earth resists, and... Oh, no, she doesn't have retribution? I thought she did. Okay, guess not. Alright.
A compact, heavily muscled.
Fine by me. Let's kill her.
From her training. She flicks her wrist and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is as she returns.
But it's gonna have to be with earth spells, obviously, because her armor is so friggin' strong. Though, of course, if I set her on fire, that reduces her fire resistance a little bit. That's 45%. Still need to hit her with earth spells, for sure. Oh, she does have retribution. What is going on here? Hang on. Why am I taking damage? I don't even see retribution on her list, but for some reason, I'm getting a damage reflect off of her. Interesting. A little bit confusing, not gonna lie. No, Flesh Sacrifice isn't a damage redirector. The good news is we've made it through all of her armor already. So I could now start delivering more damage to her, should I choose to. And I'm gonna choose to. But first we petrify. Don't like the smoke cloud. It's gonna prevent me from casting spells at her. 1 second. Alright, last turn of Medusa head. Delay. Alright, now let's get her. Now, before I detonate this, I'm actually going to want to drink a armor potion. Because I'm about to take damage. Back from her. Her damage reflect is not as strong as some of the other people that we've come across, but it's still strong enough. Hit her with a flay skin as well. Now her resistances are absolute garbage. So if I hit her with a bleed fire, for example, now her fire resist is at negative 25%. Should be good enough for a kill if I were to, you know. Well, maybe overkill. Or properly killed. Mommy Dearest is dead. We get the XP. It is possible that her reflection is coming from an item that she's wearing. It's not immediately clear. I actually don't know what it is that she's got that's causing it.
If Hartman were to receive her head,
He waited.
So I always knew that she had damage reflection. That's the interesting thing. Is I knew that she had damage reflection. I just assumed that it would show up if I inspected her. I was wrong. I love how that over encumbers us every single time. Okay. Paladin Bridge Head.
He looks up.
I note it's a grim day that such gore would bring me pleasure. But Helen Everhart's death was wrong, and this goes some way to righting it. Please, allow me to reward you.
Thanks.
He looks up from his map.
Here, I don't want these.
I noted.
Cool. Couple down. Yeah, heal yourselves if you want. This guy likes casting ignition, but I'm already out of range. You guys go hang out with each other again. Oh, this guy's fortified? Okay, fine. You go hang out with him here. Good. Here, you liked the fire traps the first time? Let's try them a second time. Bye.
The man who he holds out his hand in a spark. He touches you. He dips his head.
Bye.
You hear he turns his gaze towards the spirit.
Bye. Alright, let's go fill up on source again. Every time we do one of these fights, we use all of our source. But that's fine. Because we've got access to a source fountain. Gotta love that part about Act 2. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and jump down here. Actually, let's set them on fire while we're... I'm gonna hold them in place while I go invisible and prepare for the double turn. So, Torturer, Worm Tremor, just you guys stay put there for a little bit. I'll be back in a couple seconds. She brought in a Zambi. Not worth experience, unfortunately, but kind of interesting. Yo, dog, I heard you liked Fire Truck. Maybe I heard wrong. That is the sound of the Emperor telling us about how his power is unlimited. Oh, wait, that means someone subscribed. Bob the Log. Thank you so much for choosing to use that Twitch Prime, that monthly Twitch Prime that you get on this channel. Really appreciate it. Hey, more first-time subs today. That's really cool. Really, really generous support tonight, you guys. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the magic missile icon next to your name, the ad-free viewing that you get on this channel, and the Tier 1 emotes. You can use anywhere on Twitch. We've recently added a slate of emotes that I'm actually like me. Obviously, they're my my trademark crappy style, but I kind of like them. I really kind of do. All right, let's see this guy's resistances. Oh, sir, you don't have any. That's gonna be a problem for you. I'm glad you've been enjoying them. It's great to have you. Great to have you here. Fire. No, really. Fire. Just raking in the XP here. 10,000 at a time. Oh yeah, I was given a shield that I can't sell it. So there's no real sense in carrying it around. Alright, and finally the Roost fight to rescue Sebille. Be relatively similar in terms of strategy. Alright, let's see what the resistances look like on these guys. 15% across the board for each of the pups. Alright. 35 and 15 for you. And for you, okay. And then for Roost, 50. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it's Dust Blast o'clock. It seemed to do a decent amount to everybody. That killed a couple of them. Now, Roost is going to heal up a little bit, and the other guys might as well. But... oh, yeah, absolutely, Sentinel. He doesn't have any armor remaining. I'm gonna hit him with a flay skin. There we go. Resistance nullification is a big deal. Now it's even worse. Wow. Them. And got you. Alright, that's the Roost fight taken care of. Nice and clean right there. Nice and clean.
I know you. I do. Yeah.
The spirits speak.
This is for role-playing reasons alone. One of the few places where I actually role-play in this game. Definitely send these kids on. Roost was terrible.
He's gone. I get a hit in the back.
Didn't we kill her in Act 1? In fact, we didn't, GK Baines. We killed her friends, though, and then paid her money to be not upset with us.
The Fletcher.
Send the Fletcher to the boat. Not that we need him, but 10,000 experience is 10,000 experience. Now look at how much XP we gained. And we're not done yet, obviously. We have the quest completion coming from Sebille. There it is, another 25,000. Yeah, she's real warp speed, isn't she? Trying to race her, but it's not gonna work. Look, she teleported. She could have just gone on her own at any point, and she just didn't. Awful.
I did also
Said that she
Matty or you
had she
gets I flat you take your
you but
or you said then he and you and
she cried
and I
she
has whole I club in and in
with the
there is that I take you with that
Cool, that was fun.
You bring. Hello, dear one.
Hello, dear one. Alright, that was fun. Kill her friends again? Well, in due time. In due time, Baines. No spoilers.
Shame I had to leave the
That's
stone
fine.
garden
Spoilers
behind.
are fine.
I feel so at home among the graves.
But yeah, we will get around to that because those guys are worth a tremendous amount of experience altogether. Yeah, Farsight book. I'm not disinterested in Farsight, but I probably will never cast it. Probably because I won't ever get that much Huntsman, but... Poison Wave, that's a spell I already have, right?
I'll be glad when we leave Reaper's Coast behind. There's too many of my former comrades.
Alright, so that was really good. Yeah, completing the sawmill gave us about half of a level altogether there.
Keep distant. My own demons haunt me too closely.
I'm
I
sure
cannot also bear the burden of yours.
that if we keep this up, we are going to be level 16 in no time. Alright. What else can we do? Oh yeah, they also gave me a spear that I can't sell, so I'm just gonna leave that. So many good options. Oh, we can do the Under Tavern. We can do the arena. We have persuasion, so should be pretty straightforward. And we're not gonna be blindfolded, obviously. Too many spells to cast for that, but that should not be an issue. Go talk to Modica. Even Modica.
in the shadow, curling her torn lip. She
Even Modica. Alright, we're gonna get ready to fight here. They're gonna pit us against a bunch of chumps. We're gonna be like, see ya, chumps.
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Is that so? Well, your call. Not everyone can rise to Murga's levels. She's got enough venom to put a snake to shame. In any case, you're in for a treat, lass. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along with you? It's your only chance, so put your thinking cap.
Put your thinking cap on. Who's coming with us? Frickin' nobody. Let's go. Man, you want to go hang out over there? Thanks. You down? That guy's having a bad time. These guys are also having a bad time. Can put one of them to sleep. Wow, big play right there. She attacked the water barrel so that this guy's fire would get put out. Or this lady's fire would get put out. But she's still burning. So it was a good effort. But in the end, don't think it really worked. Oh, burned to death. Vetke, what's going on? Good morning yourself. This won't hit both of them? Okay, well, what if I were to just give you 2 of these? Eh.
She appraises you, unsmiling.
Nice to see the cub has some claw, but you're trying.
So she's upset that we didn't do her challenge of doing the thing blindfolded. So now, if I were to go and talk to this guy,
Nice show out there.
I'm gonna be like, I wish to fight the current arena champion. And he's like, nah, don't do it. Now, I actually wanted to go and check something out. I noticed earlier that there was a outlaw persuasion event over here that had to do with the arena, and it may be too late for me to
Just say the word, Governor.
have done it.
What are you after?
Here we go.
I don't think I follow you there. What are you after exactly? Any means all sounds mighty reprehensible to me, Governor. Well, when you put it like that. Okay.
Wait.
Right, good to see. Just
Oh, that's
say the
very
word,
interesting.
Governor. What are you after?
Okay, I don't know what that means. Is the Voidwoken going to be poisoned? This ought to be very interesting. I don't think this was meant for the Voidwoken fight. In any case, Murga here is not long for this world. Oh no, the arena champ has fallen. Oops. With the arena champ dead, we can now persuade this guy to let us fight against a Voidwoken so that we can become the arena champ. That's how you do this, this if you're not interested in getting blindfolded.
You're back. What's on your mind? Murga ain't among the living no more. A shame it is. Strong enough to carry an ox on her back and still goad you to throw on another.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Slow that gallop, troll jockey. What makes you think... All right, lass. Colour me convinced. Excited, even. Seriously, this ought to be good. You're only getting...
Whee! Didn't put any points into strength, Sentinel. That's it. By the way, rested scales. I don't know if you guys knew that, but rested actually does scale. Is this or at level 1 it's +1. I don't know at what point it becomes +2. I think it's like level 13 or 14 or 15, something like that. Oh, by the way, what are your resistances? Fire 20, water 40, poison 20. Well, yeah, that wasn't enough.
The dwarf bounces up and down with glee. Then the dwarf...
Alright, we're arena champs. Go champs. Another potion of strong will. That's nice. Cool. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Buying or selling?
But those pants were level 15, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure that we understand that quest reward correctly. It seems like we do. Okay. That was good. We're now getting to the point where there aren't that many quests remaining that aren't in the Black Pits. So if we want to continue gaining experience and such, it looks like the Black Pits is our next destination. There are some things to do in the Cloisterwood area still. There's one fight in particular that I can think of. And we still, of course, haven't killed the trolls, but it's less easy to do with a magic damage dealer. But at least we can fight against this crazy Wolfman guy. I don't know what you even are supposed to call him. He's got a name, obviously. I always just forget what it is. Something abomination? I don't know. Lamenting abomination. There we go. Resists. Terrible earth resists, so that's good. These fire resists are quite strong, though. I'm gonna throw a fireball at him anyway. Leadership in this game, Fuzzboy, is, to me anyway, pretty worthless. To me. Leadership in Original Sin 1 was one of the best stats in the game. Best things that you could have. It's a shame that they changed it. It really is. Oh, that did a lot. Actually, just want to hit him with it again. All right, big guy's down. Got him. Great. So the Abomination took the shots that were intended for the wolf behind it directly to its head. That's why it was taking so much damage. It was actually taking both dust blasts that were firing in its direction. So, you know, sucks to suck. But he's dead now. Yeah, leadership in this game is just underwhelming as all heck compared to some of the other things that you can have. Now, I understand why you would get it in a party situation. It does make sense to get. It just, compared to some of the other combat abilities that you can get, I think leadership does a lot more, or does a lot less than some other stuff. But it can be strong. It can be. All right, let's go to the Black Pits, and we're gonna start making our way through the Black Pits, but I think within 1 or 2 fights here, we are going to level up, and that's going to cause us to go on a big shopping spree because the game will change for us a little bit significantly.
The divine does not absolve a traitor of his grace. You've tended not to the seed the seven have planted without faith. It's sorcerers.
He nods.
That's the well.
The young woman squeezes her eyes shut in terror, but says nothing. The executioner raises his blade. The Magister slides his finger along the shivering...
Lucian did have a soft spot.
He passes his...
You'd prefer death to living with your fatal mistake. I trust you'll all remember your lost little boy the next time you think of defying the Order. Not just one white magic. Now move aside. We've got business, so that's the one.
I got some experience for that persuasion thing. That was good. Now, there is one guy that's a little bit separate from this fight, but my job is to eliminate this Magister first and foremost. Because this one can cast rain and do some other reveals that I don't want her to be able to do. Oh, no, her or him? This is the guy that I was talking to. What are his resistances like? They're bad. Okay. I may need to back away from him, though. Or, what if instead of backing away, we went all in? That's way better. 1 to go. Big winners.
The woman, the grieving mother, she
Alright. Some more persuasion experience coming right here. And then we're gonna fight against a bunch of dummies.
He turns.
Hello.
When does rain? I, the sorcerer, is now why exactly would I do that? I don't.
He leans in.
Oh, stand back, lads. The merc here is going to show us how it's done. She's.
Mm-hmm. Yoink. Stop it. No. Am I looking for a fight? Yes! That's exactly what I'm doing. Jeez. They did not get that. They did not get the idea, did they? Are you looking for a fight? Yeah, that's why I'm throwing a frickin' fireball at you. Idiots. Now hold still. I have something to show you. I need 725 XP to level up. Okay. Sure. If only we'd done the surgery quest properly earlier. Good news is I can easily get that experience in here.
The man
back. The Magisters are dead. And you did that. You have them.
He gives...
This was my father's house.
He sighs.
Well,
if he would...
We're level 16. Need a lot of memory. And we'll take one more point in Geomancer. But it is time to go and learn some fresh spells. Tar Bottle, hey, that's a great message. Thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate the nice message and congratulations. That's awesome. Blaze Ninja, I still play Diablo 2, just not on stream. I found a Stone of Jordan. I literally found a Stone of Jordan near Shrek the Overseer about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours ago. I have now found 3 Stones of Jordan in the last couple months alone, which is ridiculous because I had never found one before. I basically what I do, Halbert, is I play. I like watch other streamers, and I'm barely paying attention, and then I like just absent-mindedly do MF runs. Yeah, it's still fun. It's still fun. You completed your Trangules set. That's awesome. Blaze Ninja, I do not need assistance. Thank you. No, I have a full Talrasha's sorceress with Infinity, and she can farm the entire game. So I do. My run is basically, let's go in order. Pindle, Highlands, Nilithak, Summoner, Countess for keys because I'm trying to. I try to farm keys, and then Pits. Then Undariel, Mephisto, Diablo, Bale. I did have a Blizzard Sorceress before. I did. And she actually does have a lot of magic find, but the Talrasha's Sorceress can kill way more stuff and way faster, which is pretty great. What else do I have? I do have a Trangules Necromancer that is almost done with the game. The Talrasha's Sorceress is lightning, yeah, with Infinity. Tar Bottle, wow. Hey, that's a nice follow-up to the nice message that you just gave us. That's really kind. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate the first-time sub here. Please enjoy the ad-free viewing and Tier 1 emotes and the magic missile icon next to your name. Very, very generous of you. Thank you. And let's see. Beat 'em Honest is saying, you found that Lone Wolf is a lot easier early game than a 4-man party. At what point does Lone Wolf become harder than a 4-player party? Never. It just doesn't. A two-person Lone Wolf party can basically split the map and complete the game in half the time or less than a solo Lone Wolf player would be able to do, or if they had stuck together. It's really, really silly. And if they do want to stick together, then they can just finish battles in 1 or 2 turns with very little resistance if they're built properly. Party compositions have maybe 1 or 2 characters that are strong, and then the other ones need a little bit to ramp up. And of course, the way that the turn order works in this game makes it so that not every character is going to be able to have the big initiative that you know, a solo character or even a duo character would have. You'd have to be very tactical about which enemies you eliminate at what points, either through knockdowns or through death. Whereas in solo or duo play, you don't have to think about that as much. And of course, your power is so much bigger because the Lone Wolves just, they have more stats, they have more combat abilities than your 3 or 4 player parties can have. So yeah, in my opinion, it actually doesn't get harder than a 4-player party at any point with lone wolves. Yeah, the initiative system. I mean, and by the way, they changed the initiative system from Original Sin 1 as well. Because in Original Sin 1, if all of your characters had more initiative than any of your opponents, you would all get to go first. So when I did Original Sin 1 last year, when we did our honor mode runs there, I basically learned, and that was a big reason why leadership was so important, because if you had a couple points in leadership, that would give you 10 initiative per player if you both had leadership. And near the end of the game, we just had it so that, you know, both of my characters were running in with, like, I want to say like 43 or 44 initiative, just having top initiative and then blasting everything away in one turn without ever getting retaliated. Whereas in this game, you still do have to think about it.
Glad to see you well.
So the large potions are now available. I didn't see any from her, but we'll check with all the potion vendors that we know.
Till later then.
Honestly, I probably shouldn't kill Swan.
Back for a return visit.
I always forget that I need him alive. It's fine. All right, I'm buying Apotheosis. We now own a really, really, really good spell. I'll buy Equalize, but honestly, there's no real reason for me to have it. And then Pyroclastic Eruption, our big player. I can buy Living Wall and Siphon Poison, but I don't really. Gives poison damage bonus to weapon attacks and weapon-based skills, but not spells for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Actually, Beat 'em Out, the ultimate challenge would be a 3 or 2 player party with no equipment. And actually, a 3-player party with no equipment would be particularly challenging, because those guys can't have Lone Wolf. Still doable. Don't get me wrong, it's still doable, but it would also be probably pretty frustrating. Especially if you're doing with no equipment, then they have to be mages. It's just like, ugh, come on.
Yep.
Alrighty, we got our spells, so let's go ahead and learn them. Apotheosis. Welcome to the skill bar. Pyroclastic Eruption. Welcome to the skill bar. The other spells I'll learn, and then next level we'll start putting points into Pyrokinetic, just so that we can have the high level pyro spells. But honestly, it's gonna be the big two here with Pyroclastic and Apotheosis that are really gonna be carrying this show. Okay, let's go fill up on Source, and we're gonna get used to what our new abilities look like. Gotta go find something to attack. Paradise Downs? Paradise Downs. There's a 3-enemy fight coming up here. This ought to be good. Alright, some of these guys have strong resistances to stuff. This guy's got 80% earth resistance. This guy's got 20% earth resistant, 80% fire resist, and this guy's got 60% and 50%. Wow, they're gonna be very annoying, aren't they? But Pyroclastic can solve for all of these, really. Because what if we just do so much damage that we don't care, right? Yep. Now we're talking. Am I going to need to do that every single fight? No. Is it going to be really helpful to do in fights against large numbers of high-level opponents? Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Shame I had to leave the stone garden behind. I feel so at home among the graves.
I'll be glad when we leave Reaper's Coast behind. There's too many of my former comrades roaming around there.
There's a large intelligence potion. That's really good for later. Really good for later.
We remain vulnerable while at anchor. Have you made any...
Good that we have these.
Sebille, good to see you again.
Hi.
Of course. Told you I would, didn't I?
Go get me a source orb. Bye.
You take care now. Can't be too careful around here.
Good. Another potion of strong will, medium resist potion, medium invis potion. I'm happy to buy a lot of these things. They're all very strong. Honestly, maybe I should be buying carrots off of this guy.
Can't be too careful around here.
For the final battle, maybe having carrots is a good idea. Since we know that carrots give 1 billion wits, that might get doubled with 5-star diner.
Move along.
What was it, like 4 wits for carrots?
Don't love company.
Some ridiculous number.
Happy travels, eh? What a crock.
Oh, 2 more large intelligence potions. That's very nice. Alright, there goes all my money. But it's fine. We have a lot of really good things that we just bought. And we're gonna get a lot of money in just a second anyway. Okay, let's continue on our way. Maybe some crafting first. Grimoire. Couple of living on the edge scrolls, a skin graft scroll, a teleport scroll. I mean, this is just for fun. And then under potions, be able to make a fire resist potion and maybe a medium fire resist. No, okay. Oh, more water resist potions. Nice, good. Cool. Alrighty, we should be ready to do the Black Pit's oil rig fight. I think we're ready for it. Let's go. Out of curiosity, if I eat a jar of honey... Wow, that does raise my intelligence by 4. Holy smokes. But you know what? We're gonna grab these. Maybe they'll be useful later. Dude, 5-star diner is just hilariously good. We might... Honestly, with our potion benefits, like all the potion buffs that we can get, we might actually hit over 100. Well, not over 100 intelligence. We'll be at like 90 intelligence when we need to be. Between Apotheosis, Peace of Mind, the wits or the trainers in Act 3, Summon Inner Demon, large intelligence potions, and other benefits. We're going to be very high up on both wits and intelligence when we need to be. That's exciting.
Who are you? Best juice.
You never seen the Summon Inner Demon abilities used? Yeah, well, they're physical damage dealers. So this build doesn't really use it, but... and actually, they're much more useful in a party situation. Much more useful. But if you're interested... Basically, here's how they work. Well, first of all, it gives you magic armor, intelligence, and... Oh, nice. Immunity to Terrified. That's pretty cool. Then on top of it, it gives a couple abilities here. Terrify, which destroys magic armor and sets Terrified. That destroys a lot of magic armor. That's really strong. That's really strong. Well, this isn't a summoning spell, Jam. It just sits in the summoning tree, but requires no summoning to actually use. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I guess it receives a bonus from intelligence, but that is a lot of magic damage. And then demonic tutelage is basically like flame. What's the flaming tongues? basically the flame barrier or reactive armor sort of spell, but it does physical damage. And to hammer that home why I don't like that, that means that I would need to be visible and have other people running into my radius in order to get punched. I don't want that to happen. It's way better in a party situation. Way better in a party situation. But I am intrigued by Terrify. This is magic damage without resists. That is really, really big. That's like a super upgraded version of chloroform. And the Terrify is really good too, by the way. Terrified for 2 turns? That's strong. That's really strong. Oh, and it's got, wow, crazy range. Holy moly. And of course it can crit, I assume. Yeah, that just crit and did 1400 magic armor damage. Oh, kind of love it. Also, it looks really cool. Sebille's getting strong, Rolo. At this point, it's really a matter of me playing correctly. If we play correctly the rest of the way, then we should be in pretty good shape. But it requires a lot of focus and a lot of correct play in order to get to where we want to be. All right, setting up the prison for Gwydion. There we go. Now I can't get in here. Good.
The Magister Quartermistress works at her station, kneading dough with her strong, floured hands. Seeing a potential customer, she...
Oh, it's good. Good day.
Good day to you. She's just so happy. She's so chipper. Little does she know. Yeah. Okay, so we're coming up on a fight that it has been alluded to is going to be very challenging for this character, right? On paper, it should be really hard. We're a fire and earth mage that's about to fight against stuff that is immune to earth and stuff that is immune to fire. Gonna be very challenging, right? Well, here's where 5-Star Diner is about to shine. It's really going to shine. Remember that any medium resistance potion doubles. Well, any potion doubles, but the medium resistance potions go from 50% resistance to 100% resistance. So we can make ourselves immune to our enemies' attacks, and we can further consume these giant physical and magic armor potions to basically make sure that we're never going to be in any danger in this fight. Furthermore, we're going to get Gwydion out of the way using teleport and this tent that we just blocked off. And he's going to be locked in there after he summons the blobs. And then we should be pretty good to go, especially once the Fire Voidlings come out. The Fire Voidlings I'm really unconcerned about because Pyroclastic will target all of them, and Dust Blast will target all of them. So we should be able to, once they come out, eliminate all of them in one turn. It's just a matter of do we have enough fire damage to kill all of the fire guys. I actually am starting to wonder if it would make more sense for me to... No, I don't want to remove any of the spells that I've got. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with what we've got right now. Okay, let's get to work.
I don't know where...
Oh,
The white... She chuckled.
well.
The sorcerer fidgets. And
No.
she...
And
The hang...
well,
Her eye.
what are you?
The white magister.
A plot twist.
Alright, here we go. So, we need Gwydion to cast his Chain Lightning. That is what summons the blobs. So, I am going to go ahead and use this turn to buff myself up. Big potions for me. I don't want to fortify Gwydion, because if I do, then he'll become super annoying. We'll go ahead and use an Earth Resist potion as well in this spot. There we go. And what else can we do? I mean, I can start throwing spells around at our Magister friends. Could be fun. That did a lot. Haste myself. Sure, why not? Put on Spread Your Wings. And, is there anything else that I really need to do? I'm pretty good here. I'll save the ignition for the next turn. Okay. Alright, dude. Cast your Chain Lightning. And here they come. Let the battle begin. All right, time to send Gwydion away. You've done your job brilliantly, but time for you to go and hang out in this tent until this fight is over. I will take care of them. Go hang out here, kid. Bye. All right, let's begin. I meant to do that. Here come the big ones. Just in time for next turn. So my objective here is to eliminate the primordial voidlings. Those are the ones that are worth experience, and they're the ones that can do the most damage. The smaller voidlings we can take care of in due time, but the big voidlings are up to us to eliminate as early as we can, so that they don't do too much work. To that end, we're gonna dump our big fire spell on them immediately. Down they go, 7,500 experience for each. We still have resistances. And we still have a lot of armor. And I'm gonna chill. The fire voidlings will be popping out soon. At which point we're gonna need fire resists. The Magister's attacking me. I guess she finally assessed that I was the biggest threat. Oh. Necrofire is spreading, as we know. I'm gonna go ahead and delay. This is my last turn with Earth Resists. And so we'll make it count for the entire turn. I may not need to drink a second one. If all goes well. Woo, she survived. Look at her. For the moment. Oh, one Magister has fallen. That guy's on fire, but where are you going? Don't walk through fire, dude. It's not a good idea. Oh, he tried to heal. He tried to heal both of them, and it did not work at all. All right, and here come the fire voidlings. This is a little bit scary, by the way, because the fire voidlings popped out. And I don't have fire resistance prepared yet. I will soon. On the other hand, I still have my big armor potion, so we're still fine, even if they're casting random spells around at us. Okay, so now I can hold off on drinking that potion until next turn, since I have a double turn still coming here. Now, I'd like to eliminate the remaining oil voidlings before we get done here, but let's see where they are. 1, 2. They're standing next to each other. I think if I were to explode this this barrel, that would get rid of them. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay. It's fine. How are we doing on our armor? Pretty good. I'd like to prepare a pyroclastic eruption here. So if I want to do that, I need to vampirize something. Fortunately, we've got dead voidlings all over the place. All right, this turn's going to be really fun. Look at everything that gets targeted by pyroclastic. It's a lot. The one thing I need to make sure that I don't get hit by is the one targeting right next to me. Otherwise, we hit all of them. Except for this guy, who's close, but not quite. Dust Blast, by the way, does exactly the same thing. Really, really, really strong spells that we have here. Really strong. So, since I don't want this guy to be standing next to me, I'm gonna swap him out with the corpse of a dead voidling. There we go. And I'm also going to teleport this big fire voidling on top of this one so that the pyroclastic will hit a number of them at once. Prepare again and open fire. All right, so the big voidlings are dead. Only a few of the fire voidlings remain. 2 of the oil voidlings are still there, and there's still one magister who's just ever so bravely holding on for dear life. I can fire off a dust blast that might actually solve a lot of that. Sure enough. Okay, and since this is now the time when I need fire resists, because now I'm standing on Necrofire, right? And there are fire voidlings out on the map. This is the part where I go ahead and take a medium fire resist potion. Actually, in this case, since there are 2 oil voidlings remaining, I know that they're gonna heal. They're gonna try and heal themselves and not attack me. But I'm gonna take a medium resist all potion anyway. That's gonna give me 100% to all resists, thanks to 5-star Diner. Let's see what they do. Looks like they're gathering kind of around each other here. Alright. Alright, let's count them out. 1, 2, 3 fire voidlings that are our main targets now. So we can begin hitting them with the spells that we've got. Might take a bit to break through them, but we'll get there. This guy's just on the struggle bus. Ah, he's gone. So 3 fire voidlings remain. Dust Blast is cooling down. And, oh no, I can't use it. Except, I definitely can. All I have to do is... run out of earth spells to throw at them. Maybe I can throw frost grenades at them. That'll piss them off, right? Oh yeah, they really don't like that. All but one of them are dead. And this one is surviving with 17 health at the moment. Okay, well, I can throw a thunder grenade at you at 2, I suppose. Boink. And there you have it. A Pyro Geomage just like any other character, is more than capable of handling the oil rig fight thanks to the power of 5-Star Diner. What's up, Vunjo? Good to see you. Oh, so by the way, Gwydion just got out of his, he walks out of his prison after the fight is over, so I don't need to go and release him. I can just walk back to where he meets up with that family. I'm doing very well. How are you? Thank you for asking. We're having a good session so far tonight. I feel like I've been playing pretty freaking well. And we've been at it for 3 hours. Okay.
But I know
too bad.
I'd ask Hanak then. He turned.
Very nice. Good rewards there all the way around. Maybe I should go sell stuff.
Buying or selling?
Since we get over encumbered pretty quickly. How the heck did my character walk through poison? Interesting that they chose to do that. Trip DM redeeming a stretch. Thank you. I will gladly stretch. The run is going very well so far. We're level 16. This is just about as far as we've made it with one of these equipmentless characters. Brewmaster with the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. You guys are taking care of me. Thank you. All right, let's try and get through this this area. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, so let's try and get through this area, and then we can maybe end for the night. exactly like where I'm standing, but maybe if I... Go ahead and do a little investigation on these guys. Bad fire resists. Bad fire resists. Bad fire resists. Bad fire resists. And bad fire resists. Well, guess we know what to do with these guys then, don't we? And with geo spells, you're a genius. I tell you often, Vunjo, that you are a genius. And I stand by that, really. So I'm drinking this potion because I'm about to jump down here and try to get extra experience, because there is one hostile that is about to pop out of the ground when I come down here. There we go. Got the XP for it. And finishes the job with a little flourish. We're gonna cut off to the side really quickly. I think we get a little bit of exploration experience just for poking our head in here. So there we go. Jam Jam, no, this is in the Black Pits mines, not the Reaper's Cave. Complete, almost opposite side of the map. I usually try to beat them before they get to capture me, but sometimes it doesn't work. If they get to capture you, then you just lose out on a little bit of experience, but it is very annoying if they're able to. Well, ever lost a run to Shriekers? No, I don't think so, Vundra. I don't think so, but it is always very scary. And I always make a point of eliminating them when I can. They terrified that one. That's funny. Gosh, I really like the spot that I'm standing on, but they've made it harder for me to cast stuff from here, so I will go over here. Magister Grimmery does not seem to give a shit about the fact that I keep attacking him, so let's target him directly and see if he cares about that. Okay, can we all not be friends anymore? Great, thank you. Melon Man, thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, I said what I said. Go ahead and toss a Dust Blast, that would be fun. Especially if I were to teleport this on top of this. A Pyroclastic would also be exceptionally strong, but Dust Blast seems funnier. Nope. It was funnier, for sure. I healed a bunch of them. Alright, let's see how these poor understaffed Magisters do against 3 Voidwoken. Sorry, 4 Void Woken. Knockdown arrow. Baller. Oh, the Silent Watcher strikes back. Whoa! Wow, they do a lot of damage. Holy shit. That's not working. You keep causing more fire. Oh, you're so brave. You're decaying and have 100 health, and you're like, I'm running at him. Down. He's gonna resist on all of them, honestly. Bye. Victory and experience. Yay! What's going on, Transistor? Good to see you. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty late for me here. We're not going to be live for too much longer, I don't think. I am starting to feel myself get a little bit tired. But we are going to try and make it through this area if we can. Just going to poke my head over here, grab a exploration experience. The Druid quest, yeah, that's a Spirit Vision quest that you can access, and you have to do it before you kill the Advocate. So that's what that was. So you go to that area behind those demons, you do Spirit Vision, and then you accept a quest from a demon, or sorry, the quest from the ghost of that Druid. And then after you talk to Elenessa, you go back and talk to that Druid, and then you get a little bit of extra experience there, and then even more experience in Act 4, I think. I can't remember if the Druid reappears, but yeah. Druid Ghost Quest, yeah, perfect. That's a good summary. Pyroclastic hits harder than Will Smith's slap. Oh my god, dude, I'm still not really sure what to make of all of that. It's just so bad. It's so bad, dude. You can't hit people. You can't hit people, and especially for like that guy's a professional comedian. You can't hit him. It's just bad.
Magister.
You should not be here.
The Magister.
Touch anything.
Am I able to reach this? This guy is so far away. Yeah, no. Well, we're just gonna have to kill him separately, honestly. It's becoming not my problem. I don't know what these guys' resistances are. Actually, we should look to check for retribution before I dump a massive amount of spells. Bad fire resists, but that's because they're on fire right now. Better fire resists, no retry. Some perseverance, no retry. No retry. Good fire resists, very good fire resist, no retry. Again, very good fire resist as well, no retribution. Okay. Good to know. That did a lot of work anyway. Even the guys that had good fire resists, that still did a ton to them. How do we deal with retribution? Either resistance to the element that we're casting, core dumped, or just having a ton of magic armor. But if I have 100% fire resist and then I throw something, I throw a fire spell, then I don't get the retribution taken back, because the retribution would be trying to deal fire damage to somebody that has 100% fire resist. You know what I mean? Excuse me, there appears to be a trap on your head. By the way, all that fire damage is with the 2 pyrokinetic that we allocated at the very start of the game. I mean, granted, we're getting a lot of buffs from intelligence, but I still haven't put any more points into pyro. Haven't needed to. Overkill? Proper kill. Proper kill. Thank you very much. So there's a really good example of us fighting against retribution coming up right here, core dumped, against Atera and her friends. Oh wow, I just realized I can't even use this eternal artifact. Okay, let's go get source. We need lots of source. Alright, let's go ahead and solve this 1500 point riddle. Mad Mac, we might do that, but we haven't yet, because we actually still need the points in poly. Like, we only just finished maxing out wits, and I actually needed all of these points for the memory. So maybe as we get closer to level 20, I will go ahead and reallocate some of the polymorph, but we don't want to yet. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works, core dumped. Yeah, here, I can even say, I can hover over retribution. Reflects receive damage to your attacker. Oh, I guess it doesn't really say. It doesn't specify, like, what type of damage it is. 1500 XP for solving riddles. Alright, let me in. There's that tablet. Okay. Let's prepare for war here. This is one of those fights where we really need to be careful because the dogs have a lot of retribution. They explode on impact, and Atera herself also can be very, very dangerous. Fortunately, we're level 16, and her initiative is 39. We already are beating that initiative, so we have a lot going for us as well. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start this out apotheosis.
The creature looks down from its perch, from the
It I got
deep the
it I
she
it
the
a
the
tusk, and
you
where I hid it. Perhaps as for that, do not want.
Go time. Swappy. Your last run died here. Yeah, the AP management can be really tricky here. These guys have good fire resist, bad earth resist. Okay, and what about you, Atera? No earth resist. Okay, so it's a this is a pyroclastic solve. Okay. Okay, and if I need to be able to resist the retribution damage, so medium earth resist potion, you're the one. And here we go. Alright, that was fun. Nemty asks if I have a YouTube channel. I don't. So where you can find the highlights are on this channel specifically. If you go to the videos section on this channel in Nemty, and then go to you can see previous successful runs. You can see stuff that people have clipped, very funny old deaths, and any successful runs that we've put together. I have highlighted, and they're under collections. So if you go to the collection section under videos, you can find the full VODs, unedited, of our successful runs there. I unfortunately am not. I haven't really gotten into video editing or anything like that, so I haven't really done any YouTube content that would be that you guys would be able to consume. I'm still considering starting it, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. Okay, so that fight was really good. We did everything that we wanted to do, and more. And by the way, you saw. Did you see the amount of retribution that tried to come back at me, and it didn't work, right? Because I just had earth resistance. So you saw the little red lines coming back at me. No, the collection VODs don't get deleted by Twitch because they're highlights. So the way that Twitch works for affiliates is, which is what I am. I'm a Twitch affiliate, so they say. VODs will stay. So VODs, so the previous broadcasts, those stay for 60 days for me. So within 2 months, I have to decide what to do with those VODs. Either I can highlight chunks of them and keep them forever. If they're highlighted, they stay forever, or I let them slide. And the ones the past broadcasts that go beyond 2 months, you can't access anymore without if I haven't highlighted them. So that's how that sort of works. All right, we're done with this cave, so I don't need to come back there anymore. Let's take this stupid thing over to Riker. Wow, I have gone to the... Okay, he's in Stone Garden, yeah? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and give this guy a look. See what his resistances look like. Fire resist 20, water, air. Okay. Okay. Should be doable here.
Such indecency. I believe we have a friendly agreement. No harm done, then. But do avoid acting in haste.
What? I didn't attack
does
him.
Not look kindly on such how?
Riker's lips.
That was weird.
To me.
Riker reverent.
Exception. Our bargain is almost complete. I will teach you what I know. You will be bonded to the source. You will channel it in great volume.
Riker closes.
I call this Riker's wrath. You're well. Now that you make a shame.
Okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's kill him. So we made note of his lack of earth resists. Right? So it's pyroclastic o'clock, I think. Farewell, sir. Take that tablet because we need to hand it to somebody else. Imagine this build with gear. You don't have to, Brewmaster. If you go to collections under... I'm not going to say the whole spiel. But yeah, there is a successful Pyro Geo build with gear on this channel. Where is that book? Essence of Existence, Volume 1. We want Volumes 2 and 3 as well. Oh, hey, I should kill this spider at some point. Maybe not tonight. Pillow. Love it. Okay, so with all 3 Essence of Existences in hand, I can go ahead and read them. So, read, read, read. And then I'm going to confirm that I read them. Read and read. And now, since we're an alive character, we can go do this philosophy quest really quickly.
Don't worry.
The skeleton tries.
Thanks.
He pokes a.
I'm a bit of a philosopher. Are you
The skeleton.
a soul? But I'm sure. Oh, how
You reach.
all right.
His jaws clack together, a shattering.
The cosmos. No matter. I say no. Well,
The skeleton.
is there a difference between right and wrong?
You feel.
Bye. 10,000 experience. He drops the mass corpse explosion skill book, which you can't learn. All right, and now we can go deliver the Swornbreaker tablet over to Almira, over on the Lady Vengeance.
Shame I had to leave the Stone Garden behind.
It is a shame you
Feel
had to
so
leave the
at
Stone
home
Garden
among the
behind.
graves.
Man, we're so rich again. Didn't I just spend a ton of money?
I'll be glad when we leave Reaper's Coast behind. There's too many of my former
Ooh,
comrades
lovely.
roaming around there.
Yes, a large wits potion. Yes, yes. I love it so much. Oh, that's gonna be so good later on. When we need large amounts of wits, and we're gonna have that. Oh, very exciting times. Oh yeah, I was gonna hand off the tablet to Almira.
We remain. Have you made any
Hello.
progress? Excellent. Here.
Thank you very much. I guess that means vendors have restocked, so let me go and check with
Buying or selling?
everybody.
Glad to see you well.
Yes, another large wits potion. Dude, this is great. And I have enough potions of strong will at this point that we should be quite happy. Caleb, good to see you. I'm doing very well. The stream is about to end though, so hopefully everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for being here, all.
You take care now. Can't be too careful.
Right, you guys, what do you have for me? Giant armor potions? Giant armor potions are good. I'm good with that. Medium resist potions? Sure, sure. I'll take all of those.
Happy travels, eh? What a crock.
along. Despite what they say,
More than that, I think, Halberd. More than that. Remember, we haven't made it past Act 2, so I need to be very careful running around Act 3, and then Act 4 can be extremely challenging with the lack of resistance and armor that we've got. But it could also be really good. I don't know. Should be interesting. Alrighty. We're going to pick up from this spot next time, so I'm going to go ahead and do our outro now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. You guys were super generous tonight. Thank you so much to everybody that subscribed and left really, really nice messages with the subscriptions as well. Thank you, of course, to the new followers as well. Hopefully you guys will rejoin us next time. I'm not sure when our next stream is going to be. It might be tomorrow night. It might not. It might actually be Wednesday night. I have a thing tomorrow evening, but I may come home and still feel like streaming. So we'll see. Either way, if you're in the Discord, I'll make an announcement there. Otherwise, if you don't see me tomorrow night, then I warned you that it could possibly not happen. But either way, we'll pick up from this spot next time. We're level 16. We still have the Blood Rose. We had a really good session tonight. I feel like I played as well as I have in quite a while. So hopefully we can keep up that level of play. Until I see you guys next, take care of yourselves. Thank you again for being here. Really appreciate all of you hung out in chat and all of the lurkers as well. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Good night. Bye.